When we're working with people with dementia, engagement is what it's all about. Now, there are a variety of activities we want to consider. 4 groups. Number 1, self-care, physical, mental wellness. The second has to do with productive activities, work, things that make people feel valued and make them feel like they still have a place in the world and have something to offer that makes a difference. The third are leisure or fun activities, things we just do because they're entertaining, they give us joy. And the fourth are things that restore us, allow us to rest, relax, enjoy ourselves in a quiet way, but bring our energy level back up. As the disease progresses, we have to change the kind of activities we provide, but every day we want to have a balance. Some things you may need to actually purchase. It'll be easier for you if you have the resources on hand. So one of the possibilities is to use things through Hippocampus. This gives you a variety of activities. Each one of them has information about how to be used and how they are to be introduced to the individual. We want to make sure that we're doing the right thing for the right kind of person at the right level of dementia. This could look like a kid's toy, but it could be a physical activity which would encourage the person to move, to reach, to bend. It's all in how you say it. So if I want someone fairly high functioning to do something, I really want to emphasize, I know this is sort of a silly thing, but it's soft on your hands, and that's why I wanted to use it because of the arthritis. That's going to make this more okay versus I say, oh, look what I've got, something for you to, not all right. So we want a variety of things that are going to encourage the person to do things. Let's look at this one. Here's one that might come in handy. This is PVC pipe. Now, you wouldn't buy this as a kit, but you can certainly go to Home Depot or get someone to take these long pieces of PVC, cut them into short lengths. What these are fasteners. This, the person can use both hands, big movements, hook it together, build something, and late in the disease, even if they can't do that, they can pull it apart, take it to pieces. And it might be you're doing this for physical reasons, or you could say, listen, could you help me? And then it becomes a productive activity, something of value, a work task. It's all, again, in how you introduce it. What's nice about this is the kind of activity that goes well with men. And sometimes that's a hard group to figure out what to do with. This is a familiar kind of visual cue, and it's also something that allows them to do something that is an old familiar task, messing around with putting things together and taking them apart. And yet it doesn't involve a lot of fine motor skill. Something else, leisure activity-wise, something like a jigsaw puzzle. Notice the difference, though. We're using large pieces, fewer pieces, only 24, but do pay attention to the subject matter. This is still something that an adult would be okay with, not some cartoon thing that would be for children. Another kind of leisure thing might be something like dominoes or checkers, old familiar games. With diamonds, we'd expect to play the game, and they might be really cutthroat. When we get to emeralds, they're starting to make mistakes in play. It's the playing of the game, not the result. By the time we're in amber, stacking the checkers or putting black on black, red on red, or just laying dominoes out or stacking them up or counting the number of dots may be what they do. And after that, with Ruby, what you might do is have them out on the table and have them sweep them up to put them back in the container rather than play with them. But that could be a leisure activity. Some other things that you might want to look at that have strong visual appeal. For women, get some fake flowers at a local place and have them make decorations. You can also just sort by color. So this would be something that you could do inside, results in a nice little product, and is recyclable. You can do it over and over again. And you can look and see what their favorite flowers are. They may actually talk about them. You can demonstrate and then have them do it alongside you or after you. Additionally, look at things like creating a journey, a journal, or a story. So a journey is sort of talking about where you've been in your life. A journal is telling stories about your life. And scrapbooking is a way to use pictures to tell the story of your life. Any and all of those provide opportunities for connection, engagement, and communication. Now, each person would view that differently. Some folks may look at telling stories as a restful restorative. Those are going to be people who like other people and love talking. For somebody who's real private, however, sitting and listening to music, instrumental, quiet music, might be much more restful, much more relaxing.